How dare you? How dare you believe that the good you see in me today is solely a product of your lessons? Let's be clear, you taught me nothing. Oh wait, my mistake. You taught me a great deal. Don't you remember? You told me I was not good enough. No, you did more than tell me I was not good enough. You brainwashed me into thinking that I was not good enough. You told me that I was a fool for ever thinking anyone would choose to stay around me except for you. You told me that I'm a manipulative monster, incapable of love. Is any of this jogging your memory? How about when you convinced me that I guilt people into being nice to me? That they never mean it? That they just felt bad for me because I was crying? You felt disrespected and thought it was okay to attack my self-worth and belittle me in order to put me in my place. No, I refuse. I refuse to believe it. Not anymore. I've spent way too long believing these lies that were told to me time and time again. You were responsible for my sense of belonging, for helping me to understand my worth, and for teaching me what it means to be loved. Yet I learned none of this from you. Nothing will ever be able to replace the peace in my heart that you were supposed to take care of. You've made it your mission in life to pull me down when I don't dance to your tune. And now, I only have one thing to say to you. I'm sorry. No. I'm not sorry for any part of who I am today. I'm sorry you failed. You told me I'm a fool, unlovable and manipulative, but I'm sorry to say that you are wrong. I'm confident, independent, capable of loving others and accepting love in return. I'm hardworking, I am no fool, and I'm strong as hell, and I'm here. If you ever want to get to know me, not the me you told me I was, the me that is here in spite of you, this bold, beautiful me. Love, Erika.
All I want with inverted tongue, from whence does fulfillment come? When I expel from this mortal shell, will I die for living up? Am I vital if my heart is idle? Am I doomed? Am I vital if my heart is idle? Am I doomed? I feel you, but nobody else. Though you're someone I can't see, yet you said nothing of the stoic suffering that stirs lukewarm in me. If lovelessness is godlessness, will you cast me to the wayside? Well, I feel the peeling of high-painted ceilings, reveal the covering of a blank sky. Am I vital if my heart is idle, am I doomed?
When I first read Erika's letter, I assumed it was about a romantic relationship that had gone very badly. And when I found out it was about her parents, mainly her mom, the words were suddenly a completely different color. We all have this raw need for the maternal love of a mother. It's this respite and it's safety and it's unconditional love, and it feels like a sacred duty, something that we were just should have been a birthright for us. And when we fail to get it, and even worse, when that person yields that need for harm and exploitation, the wounds, they're ones that we carry with us forever, speaking from my own perspective. As Erika opened up more during this process, a lot of things started making more sense. Sometimes in rehearsal, she would be sort of smiley and giggly when the subject matter was so serious. And over time, as she got more comfortable and let her guard down, she would talk about how one of the behaviors that was drilled into her was to not express herself no matter what, not object, and to just keep smiling and acting like everything's okay. So you see that in this dance. There's a couple moments that we worked in the clear shedding of these expectations. Erika created her solo on her own, and then she worked with Erika, what's the name that we gave the other Erika, to develop more material. And then the collaborative process was supposed to be that they worked on the first half of the dance, and then I worked with Erika on the second half of the dance. But when she came to me and showed me what they had been working on so far, there was plenty of movement. They didn't need more movement. What we needed was more time to stop and be with her in those moments, to not rush through and not avoid them. Erika is a gorgeous dancer. I mean, on just a skill-based tactical level, she's absolutely beautiful, gorgeous lines, beautiful expansiveness. And that makes any choreographer's job significantly easier. But the real joy came in getting to know her. All of these layers were shed throughout this process, and we got to hear all this fierce sort of intelligence that she sits with, and this quirky sense of humor, and how really compassionate and sensitive she is. And I think the thing that I enjoyed about this process more than anything else was just knowing Erika and what an extraordinary human she is. We filmed this piece inside of a church sanctuary because we had previously rented out a little sort of black box, and when COVID hit, it shut down permanently. So we were lucky that this church let us in to use their sanctuary, but it was so challenging. We couldn't find a space where the lighting was right. There was a screen behind her that had a zigzag pattern, so we lost like multiple takes just to the effect that had. We couldn't obviously disguise the fact that there were drums on stage. And so during the process, we had to have Erika do her solo over and over and over and over and over. There wasn't one take that looked different. There wasn't one take where she was more tired or didn't give her all. It was just one after another, her strongest dancing. And that's pretty much who she is. There's a couple of moments that were really important to me in this dance. The first was here, and working with her on accessing those words from her mom, really feeling them, and then immediately going back into her shell. The second was the way that we used camera to tell the story from beginning to end. So in the very beginning, the camera is higher up, it's looking down on her. She has to just hear the words and obey. And in the end, we switch the power dynamic so that she is towering over and moving forward, not breaking eye contact. And it is my absolute favorite part. I wish I could be Erika's mom. I think this all the time. I would think this all the time in rehearsal. I thought it the whole time we were filming. I wish I could go back in time to little Erika and like scoop her up and cuddle her and love her the way that she deserved and needed. But I have to say that watching her open up and claim this moment of power, even briefly, just for herself, was a really worthy consolation prize.